And we're back into the second time runs, and we've got Roger Newbold making a good start there to head the pack from Dennis Atkinson, Ron Hudson in third place. Then comes Tony Proctor, Alastair Galloway, and Tony Bell completes the order. A very high quality grid there going away with Roger Newbold then in the lead. Roger Newbold in the lead. Tony Proctor down in fourth place, but at the moment Dennis Atkinson in second, between Dennis and Tony Proctor, number 56, Ron Hudson. Then a bit of a gap to the rotary Mazda-powered Escort of 27, Alastair Galloway, and Alastair, I know, is looking for another car for Rallycross, and I can't tell you any more of that. I can't repeat what he told me this morning, but it does sound exciting if it comes off. Meantime, it's Roger Newbold in the lead from Dennis Atkinson, and the dust beginning to rise quite noticeably there on the show once again. Dennis still second, Roger Newbold the leader. In third place still Ron Hudson from Tony Proctor, Alastair Galloway and Tony Bell having a nice little battle there at the tail end of the field. Tony Bell hanging on very, very well there to the escort of Alastair from Grey Abbey in Northern Ireland, but out front is the man from Harrogate, number 34, Roger Newbold. Dennis Atkinson now being really hounded by number 56, Ron Hudson. Well, I don't know where they found that engine this morning that they changed in Ron Hudson's car. Certainly somebody is found them a very, very good one, because this Formula B driver from the Isle of Man, right in there in the middle of the Formula A cars of Dennis Atkinson and Tony Proctor, but meantime it's the Roger Newbold car getting away. If you wonder why it's got Charlie on the back, that's in honour of Roger's father, Charlie Newbold, who was a great supporter of Roger's motorsporting exploits in the world of autograssing, and in honour of his father, he carries his father's name on the back of his new Rallycross car, which is, as you're sure you will agree, turning into a very fine performance here at the moment, as now we see that Ron Hudson is beginning to drop back into the clutches of Tony Proctor, and you get into Tony Proctor's clutches, you're very lucky to ever get out of them again, but as I speak so, he recovers from that and gets away from Tony, comes back again on Dennis Atkinson, but neither Dennis or Tony, who between them have probably picked up more outright victory Croft than any other drivers in British Rallycross, neither at the moment with any answer to Roger Newbold, and Dennis Atkinson was having a very close look at Roger Newbold's car this morning in the scrutineering queue. He'd never really taken a close look at it before, but he did, and he says, I can see why it goes so quickly now. There's a lot of power there, and it hasn't got very much to propel, has it? No, it's a very lightweight car of Roger Newbold's, certainly much lighter in weight than the Porsche of Dennis Atkinson, but maybe if it was wet, it would be a disadvantage. The extra weight would give Dennis the traction, but in these dry conditions, Roger Newbold certainly is taking full advantage of the machinery around him, and the man who made his name missing, and certainly is doing likewise now in Rallycross, heads the pack up into the Mathada complex. Tony Proctor trying to find a way now past. Ron Hudson can't do so. Meantime, at the back end of the field, still Tony Bell hounding the escort of Alastair Galloway, but up front it's 34, Roger Newbold running this one from 6, Dennis Atkinson, third place, 56, Ron Hudson, 23, Tony Proctor in fourth. And then Tony Bell coming up to have a look. Tony Bell trying to get alongside Alastair Galloway as they come down to the flag, but I think the Irishman's going to hold him off, and in fact he does. And in fact it's Terry making a good start there to lead the CityLink car as they go away with Kevin walking. Kevin coming through on the outside there, Kevin Walker in the CityLink, and also Kevin Clark. Kevin Clark it is moving into second place. Kevin Walker dropping back now down into fourth, with 606, a new boy, Russ Spink, trailing the field at the moment, but of course this is Russ's first ever Rallycross. He's never turned a wheel in anger in a competition car before practice here this morning, driving the DSRM 1600cc Vauxhall Nova, the latest addition to the DSRM ranks, and of course the man, or the lad, who is the son of Jeff Spink, of Spink Haulage, one of the joint sponsors of the outfit. Meantime, up front it's Terry Wright from Darlington doing everything right as he comes through at the end of lap one. Kevin Clark with his nose in the air in second place, or the Mini with his nose in the air, perhaps I should say. Then 980 moving up well, that's Norman Lockwood up into third place. Russ Spink has moved up now ahead of the Kevin Walker CityLink Parcels car, although Kevin Walker trying to get that position back, but nevertheless Russ Spink showing a very good first outing, getting away from the CityLink car now and beginning to have a little bit of a look now at Norman Lockwood for third position. And I think the Vauxhall Nova, in all due respect to the other drivers, the Vauxhall Nova perhaps with a slightly higher technology or aging minis, but nevertheless, still, that's not the only thing that's putting it there. A very good debut then from young Russ. Meantime, up front, Terry Wright putting several years of experience to very, very good use as he comes here at the end of another lap to head off and increase his lead and advantage over 508. Kevin Clark from Stocksfield, with Norman Lockwood from Garforth near lead, still holding third place for a very tight bunched trio of cars at the tail end of the field there, with Kevin Walker trying to get back on terms once again with Russ Spink, and in the meantime, Russ Spink closing all the time on Norman Lockwood, and three closely matched cars coming up into the old chicane then for the third time. In the meantime, Terry Wright's lead over Kevin Clark. He's quite comfortable now. Likewise, Kevin's over the battling trio of cars at the tail end, and at the moment there it looked as though Russ Spink was going to move up a place ahead of Norman Lockwood, but discretion perhaps was the better part of the decision there as he decided not to tuck in behind Norman's Mini. Meantime, Kevin Walker hasn't given up the chance yet, and there's three cars there, any one of which could as yet take third place in this particular race. Meantime, Russ Spink is now having a little look, coming out to have a little look, and they've got an L plate on the front of the car, I can see. There's an L plate on the back as well, and I wouldn't be at all surprised with what his father might have been something to do with putting that there. But meantime, Russ still holding a very good debut together. Up front, though, it's still Terry Wright. Terry Wright, who has just pulled himself a new sponsor. It's not on the car yet, they haven't had time to do it, but United Engineering down at Darlington, who are in other things other than coaches, are now into Rallycross very much indeed with Terry Wright, and they will be in future providing body panels for all manner of cars. In fact, have already been providing privately run Metro 6R4 rally car bodywork panels, and they can do for rallying, they can do for Rallycross, and it's their car coming home to take victory with Terry Wright. Terry Wright from 508, Kevin Clark, and who's going to be third? Well, the order is still the same, but it could have been any one of them, but it's 980, Norman Lockwood from Newbold, debutant 606, Russ Spink,